So you talked about from the last question about goals. Can you, I guess, talk to us a little bit about how you set goals? Like, for example, like this, whenever your year comes to an end now, you have the off season coming up. Like, do you sit down and reevaluate the year and like set goals for the next year? Like, what's that process like for you?
Yeah, I think I'm really weird when it comes to that because um, I almost enjoy like the process of getting better, like more than even actually like getting better, or more than actually winning, if that
Like
makes
the
sense.
results.
Like I find myself a lot not happy when I lose, but it's like you get to go back to a drawing board and like work really hard towards a goal that is, maybe short term, maybe long term. But like for example, even now I'm playing this tournament. It may be my last tournament of the year, but I'm already like super excited and kind of know what I want to do in the off season and what I did wrong last time, what I can do better, you know, um, and what specific things I need to work on, what areas of fitness that I want to do in this off season, and so it's almost like the moment that I lose, I'm gonna be, I won't be happy, but like I'm gonna be boom, like right away, like into
Yeah.
into the next step, which is almost more fun for me. Like the waking up early, like the grinding, like that is so much fun. And sometimes it's like I'm bummed at how, like those of you that have watched me play, I'm pretty like this. And so if I lose a match, you can come up to me right after. I'm usually like fine. If I win a match, I'm like this too. And sometimes I'm bummed like when I do have a huge win, it's like it's almost like, oh, I won, but then like what's next, like every single time. So I'd never really have that high feeling, because it's always just like this process for me. And but I love the process. Like the process is so much fun.
But
So
is that a process to get to an ultimate goal, or you don't set like a
I mean, I think the ultimate goal is to be as good as you can possibly be, and it's hard to really like put a name on it. Like like what would you consider would be a failure in your
yeah.
career? Like
Yeah.
like what like number next to your name would be like a failure? It's like hard to like put that. Like if you're like 40 in the world, are you a failure? If you're like 120, are you a failure? That's like hard. It's more like for me, it's like if you run out of juice, then like you run out of juice. But like along the way, like you just work as hard as you possibly can. And I have no like reservations of trying to do that, and I like really enjoy it, and I always have. It's been like a something that I needed people to show me how to do. Like there's a few people like Connor Hans played at UCLA, and when I was young, like he was way better than me, and he worked really hard, and I learned like from him that like instantly when you work hard, you have results of like better results. And then in college, Logan Smith was insanely hardworking, so I would just do everything he did and more, and ultimately that led to more and more success. And so so yeah, that kind of that by yourself time when you could do nothing but you choose to try and do everything is for me like the actual winning. And for some reason that's a lot of fun for me. I don't know.
I'm excited for that for me too. That this off season, like, it's gonna be my first off season where I'm focusing primarily on doubles, and I feel like it's a new, like almost a new chapter in my career. And then also like talking about having fun and enjoying it. That's something that I started doing recently, the last couple of months. Like, I don't know. I used to be very. I feel guilty a lot of the times, like if I do certain things, if I don't do certain things. But now I'm just like, it's okay to have a different practice than you did before, just to enjoy a session and not like, I don't know, take it too seriously and that sort of stuff. And I feel like that's paid off, like in my results and in my mood. Like off the court, I've been a lot happier. So I'm also excited to go through a new process in the off season too. I don't know how you feel going into your off season, but
Yeah, I just need to get better at tennis.
Don't we all? Don't
true.
we all? But yeah, it is kind of cool because like you're saying, like focusing on doubles, it's like when you see a month, like how much you can improve in a month. Like
Yeah.
I would imagine that you're thinking like how much like I kind of suck at doubles like for some reason. Like I suck at those volleys where you just like hit them to the side. You know what I mean?
I heard you make a joke at Delray. Like you were saying something about the doubles guys, how easy it is for them to just get on top of the net and just
They're
put
so
those balls
good. Like
away.
it's insane. It's like they're playing a different sport. Like you play against them and you're like you're warming me up with them. Like, all right, I can like this is gonna be good. And then like they serve and volley, you hit a sick return. They hit like a topspin volley down the line. You're like, wait, what's going on here? Like, do you practice that? Like, and they're just like doing this thing. So like it's a totally different game than college doubles. Like college doubles, you're hitting like it's like two at the net, like you're building a Great Wall of China up there. You're just like not missing, and then like back there, they're just like ripping at you. But in the pros, it's like serve, and they like that.
Yeah,
they're like this. But like, how much could you improve? Like in a whole entire month, if you do that every single day, like work on this volley, you know, and that volley, like to know that the next season you're gonna start out like with that, like how much better you're gonna be.
Yeah. Exactly.
Like
this,
if Evan wants to work on whatever, like he obviously doesn't need to work on his back and down line because he's a winner on it every time. But like if he wanted to, like if he practiced that for a whole entire month, like how sick would that shot be?
Yeah.
So.
Do you know what you want to focus on? Have some ideas?
Fitness, like because I have learned like what not to do. Like last year, I feel like I made some mistakes like fitness wise, and I think this year I want to do a lot more fitness. Like not that I didn't do enough fitness before, but I think it was like a different kind of fitness than I want to do this year. Like I need to get a lot stronger with my arms because I need to make my arms stronger. I want to run like a lot of stairs and get a lot of like really good cardio shape, and I think if you do like a month of that, then you're gonna be in very good shape for Australia if I happen to go.
How different do you think the 3 out of 5 is?
It's different, but
and did you do anything like different to try and prepare for the like 3 out of 5s or?
What's
no,
a question?
I mean, there's nothing. There's nothing you can really do.
Hey, thanks.
Like,
man.
I don't know what you're gonna be able to do to like prepare for that other than mentally, but yeah, I think I played 3 out of 5 matches. I won one in the first round of Australia, and then I lost 2 5-setters. I played 3 5-setters, and the one in the U.S. Open was like it was so hot. It was like 100 degrees. Like they have those like coolers where you turn them on and like blows air. It's like every change I'm like shoving that thing like so far into my shirt, I'm like blowing it on my face. And I'm trying not to die out there. But I lost 7-6 in the 5th, and I like felt fine. You know, I was tired afterwards, but I had some time off, so I probably did a horrible job of like recovery. But I was definitely sore for the next like day or two. But I felt totally fine. Like it didn't feel that different. I think that maybe mentally you are a little bit prepared for. It's like when you're playing, you know, in the 3rd set, it's 1 set all. It doesn't feel like the end, so you're not like as quite as like maybe like tense and pent up. Like sometimes I feel like when your legs slow down when it's like deep in the 3rd or you're serving it out, you know what I mean? But like if you're serving for the 3rd set in a 3 out of 5, it's a lot different than serving for the 5th set. Like, you know what I mean?